SLR Turbo 51 over here. I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Guys, we're back with the My Team career mode. It is nearly time for the summer break, as we're here for the final race before we head in towards the summer break, where you guys are actually finally going to be getting some Dirt 4 and Project Cars 2 content again. So guys, be sure to drop that like down below on the video. It's only going to take you a nifty 2 seconds, and I do highly appreciate it. Thank you very much. So guys, don't worry, this is just the final F1 episode for only a short while. We need to focus a little bit more once again on the Dirt 4 and Project Cars 2 series, guys. Obviously, with the hype of F1 2020, I prioritized this game a lot. But we're only going to do about, say, 3-4 Dirt videos, 3-4 Project Cars videos, and then we're back with F1. So please don't be too sad. We will be back pretty soon. Now, guys, also, like I said in the previous video of career mode, guys, massive news. Me and one of my best friends, It's Assassins, aka Rainer Brits, the guys, if you guys watched the first videos of F1 2020 on the channel, it was myself, him, and one of my other best friends, Super Boosted, who had our first reactions of the game live. It was fantastic. Me and It's Assassins are gonna have a channel together, and guys, before anybody says who needs more racing content on YouTube, it's not gonna be racing games. We are going to be playing the stuff that we play in our free time for fun together as friends. I'm talking Call of Duty Zombies, Fall Guys, Fortnite, Overwatch, all these types of games that we just have fun with, that we literally play as casuals. Obviously, I take racing games a bit more serious. It's still a lot of fun for me, and I will always prioritize these games for me personally. But for fun with friends, you obviously have the stuff that everybody likes more in general. And we decided, why don't we share our fun experiences with you guys? And if you want, guys, there's no videos on the channel yet, but if you want to get yourself subscribed to be one of some of the first viewers to view our videos, link will be in the description down below. Go to the channel, hit the subscribe icon. Don't forget to ding the bell to never miss a future episode. And also, when the first videos launch, be sure to type in the comments if you are from here at TurboFox Races. The two channels will be like partners with one another. So obviously, this will stay my main channel. My passion is my racing games and YouTube. And guys, this will always stay my main channel. But it's going to be fun to do a partner channel with a friend of mine, and we are both heavily excited. I will also put the links towards our channels, so the second channel's social media, in the description down below, so you guys can go follow that as well. Once again, no content on those pages just yet, but the content will be dropping before the end of next week. So crazy cool times, exciting times. I hope you guys are excited as much as we are. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've already got like 5 videos prepared for that channel, excluding the debut video. We are currently working on our debut video, and like I said, guys, we are super duper excited and can't wait for you guys to join in the fun. We want to have I've always wanted 2 channels, one with just where I have fun, and then the one where I have my more serious racing content. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm truly excited. I hope you guys can hear the excitement within myself. But yeah, guys, away from that, please also follow me on social media. Links are in the description down below. Share this video with your friends. Don't forget to tag me in the post of the story, and I will give you a shout out on social media as well as in a future video. Guys, heading towards Hungary, you guys kept an eye on everything that was going on the screen. We upgraded a few facilities, upgraded the car, and everything is looking very nice and dandy heading in towards this weekend. And after the previous weekend back at Silverstone, #spoiler alert, where we came P13 in the Grand Prix, no points, and had an absolutely terrible time, we need to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and have a solid points finish here back in Hungary, just to keep the momentum running, guys. We are now, according to the performance chart, the 9th best team. We have overtaken Haas, and we are now properly within the midfield. So from the pink line, Racing Point, to all the way down to Haas. That is the midfield, and that is where all the points are going to be, the final points are going to be fought over. We need to stay within the points, guys, and by the end of the season, I would like to be in the middle of that midfield. That'll be ideal for me, but we will see what has to happen. I can't believe the season is already halfway. It's crazy, but it's also very exciting times here in the My Team career mode. Now, guys, you can see here, this in practice, just a quick little moment, heading through the hairpin. Hungary, I have to say, guys, on this year's game, I'm enjoying Hungary a lot more than I did on the previous 2 generations of the F1 game. 2018 and 2019, I just didn't I didn't flow and get glued to the track. On this year's game, I found a lot better flow. So I was really looking forward to this race after practice and qualifying. But before we head to the race, we have to get to quali first. Oh yeah! A real doom and gloomy Q1 here in Hungary. But guys, nothing too bad. We are at the Hungararing for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Here we go around the final corner, a little bit wide going through the final corner. We come across the line and it's P12, but unfortunately I had to go for another run, guys. There was no point in me just hoping to get through. So it's P14 as we head for our final run in quali. We are still safe, but yeah, so I didn't need to go for this run. As you guys can see, everybody has already crossed the line. But still, rather safe than sorry. Let's come up through the final corner. It's a 4/10 improvement, and we get ourselves up into P9. And that, to me, was good news, guys. We've got Q2 pace. Jack Aitken was in P21. I honestly don't know why he got that low, guys. During practice, he was constantly within like the top 15. And when it came to quali, he just, yeah, he didn't provide. So at this stage of the season, even though my deal with Jack is he has to score a world championship point before the end of the season, I'm starting to doubt that if his quali performances are going to stay like this. So we open up DRS, we come around for our first lap in Q2. 1.1 seconds off the pace, but that was on a scrubbed set of soft tires. And for those of you guys that don't know, soft tires here around Hungary don't last 2 minutes. One quali lap and they are done. They are a useless race tire. So yeah, being knocked out in Q2.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Can be a blessing in disguise because you can go for an alternate strategy and actually have a very solid one-stop race strategy because it's already hard enough to pass here around Hungary. This track's nickname is Monaco without the corners, and you guys saw in the beginning of the season how hard it was to overtake at Monaco. Yeah, so overtaking here is an issue, and the further track position means a lot here around Hungary. But let's go here from Sector 2 for our final lap here in quali, guys. This uphill corner, only down gear to 6th gear, let the car flow through that corner, mount the curb on the inside, into the hairpin where I spun in practice twice actually, and we get through there very nicely, into the middle sector chicane, mount the curbs very aggressively and get the car's power down as early as possible. Now into the Hungararing S's, it's a left into a right, mount the curb on the outside, into another left, and this next right-hander with the 2020 Mercedes F1 car is flat out through there, but we are not yet a Mercedes or in real life for that matter. Into the third to last corner, now heading in towards the penultimate one. Hungary is rounded out by 2 hairpins, hug the inside onto the outside, get the power down, and into the final corner here around the Hungararing. Hug the inside, power down as early as possible, open up DRS, and it's P13. Okay, I am satisfied with that, guys. After the previous 2 rounds where qualifying hasn't been a good thing for us, and it's clear that the AI have really bumped up their performances. P13, I am more than satisfied with that. We can go for a very good strategy, and for those of you guys that watched my F1 2019 content will know I've got a strategy here around Hungary. I used it in Season 3, and it worked like a bomb. So if you can remember that episode, you will know exactly what we are going for this race, but we're gonna find out soon. Let's head to the GP. Boom!
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for the race today at the 2.7-mile Hungararing circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? They come into this race with a healthy championship lead. I don't want to say the title race is over, but surely it's going to take something special or catastrophic to change the outcome at this point.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Crofty. Yes, it looks like a big lead, but all it takes is a locked brake into turn one, a sticky wheel nut in the pit stop, and that could all get turned on its head. You can never discount one more sting in the tail.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Albon, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Perez, Grosjean, Ocon and Valtteri Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Kvyat, Parker, Lance Stroll and Norris, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen and George Russell, Ricciardo, Aitken, Latifi and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Guys, Jeff didn't say anything to me at the beginning of the race, so you know what to do. You need to hit that subscribe down below if you are new to the channel, and don't forget to ding that bell to never miss an awesome video or stream here on Turbo Fox Races. Guys, here's the strategy: hards to mediums. It works so good here around Hungary, and let's go for a solid points finish today, because after the previous 2 rounds, we really need it. For the Hungarian Grand Prix as we head towards 5 red lights, and it's go, go, go for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc on the front row, followed by Sebastian Vettel and Alexander Albon on the second row. Hamilton blocks off Leclerc, Vettel tucks in right behind them. Look at the Red Bull around the outside of Verstappen. They leave the door wide open for him. He's around Vettel. Will he get Leclerc? No, he does not, but it's the Mercedes of Hamilton leading the way from Leclerc in the Ferrari P2. Red Bull's Max Verstappen in P3. Then it's the Ferrari of Vettel P4. P5 is being squabbled over by Alexander Albon and the Racing Point of Sergio Perez, if I'm not mistaken, heading up the hill through this very fast right-hander. The Racing Point holds up the Red Bull. It's 2 through there. You really, that's not a quarter to go for an overtake, but the Red Bull defends from, oh, it's actually, yeah, it is Perez. The Red Bull defends from Perez and secures P5. You guys see now Bottas actually started further back thanks to a penalty. And you guys see on the hard tires, I actually get a good launch off the line. Didn't bog down too much or have too much wheel spin. Up the inside of Bottas. It's 3 wide between myself, Bottas, and Esteban Ocon. We get the move done on both of them, which I was very surprised at, that Bottas and Ocon chickened out of that little move there. But now we are right behind Roman Grosjean, who had a fantastic quality performance in the Haas to get himself into Q3. He had a fantastic qualifying, so GG's to Roman Grosjean. Up the hill, you guys see all the cars get held up by that little kerfuffle there between Perez and Albon. And as you guys can see, I just run wide heading in towards the hairpin as I actually tried to go for a move on Grosjean, but just sent myself wide for no reason. And Bottas now goes up my inside. He dives alongside Grosjean, and he leaves the door open for me to actually go for the move on Grosjean. So I lost one and got one back. So we are still where we found ourselves before the move, but only with the Mercedes ahead of us, not behind us. Which to me, guys, was not a problem, because Bottas, he's a quicker car, he's on the softs. We need to stick out we need to stick it out on these hards as long as humanly possible, at least to lap 20. That is the minimum, guys. So we're gonna have a very long and we're gonna have a calm first stint. And remember, guys, like I said, the soft tires, they literally last 4 to 6 laps. Then they are useless, completely and utterly useless. You guys can see a replay as me trying to go for the move on Grosjean just sends me wide. Bottas takes a very opportunistic move, which I would have done myself, and then he just dives it up the inside of Grosjean. Grosjean does not expect this one little teensy-weensy bit, and then through this next part, Grosjean is on the inside, but because Bottas is on the outside, it just leaves the door open for myself as I latched onto the gearbox of Bottas through that section, and that is us now up a position. Here comes Grosjean actually at the end of lap 5. You guys can see what I mean, tire wear. He is the first car to dive into the pit lane, which he was in P10, so he's the first car out of the top 10 to do so. He is into the pit lane, and he is going to strap on. Is he going to go too hard to push to the end, which I don't think will be quick? No, he's going for a 2-stop, so he's going to go softs, mediums, and let's hope Grosjean can have as good a race as he did qualifying. He is now in clean air. We jump onto the leader, Lewis Hamilton, at the end of lap 6, guys. Once again, tires are absolutely useless. I was catching these guys ahead on my hards, so that gives you guys an idea. Charles Leclerc actually stays out an extra lap on those useless softs, which I don't know why. Hamilton is committing to the 2-stop, going on to a set of mediums, but the rest of the grid, Vettel is also committing towards the 2-stop. Okay, so we need to see who's going to be the 2-stoppers and the 1-stoppers, guys. We now head towards the end of lap 7, just 1 lap later, and I honestly, if I was Leclerc, he was the leading Ferrari, I would have given him the first bite at the cherry when it comes to Ferrari, because he should have had first choice, not Vettel. But now I realize why they kept him out, because Leclerc, as well as the Red Bull of Max Verstappen, are going onto the hard tires. So guys, they are pushing towards until the end of the Grand Prix. Bottas is going onto the medium, so Bottas is going aggressive, but Verstappen and Leclerc are pushing to the end. So they are going to be fast for about 10 laps, and then after that, they're going to be quick then they're going to be not going to be quick for the first 5 laps, then they're going to be quick for about 15 laps, and then after those 15 laps, their tires will be useless. It's because those hards, it's lap 7, and it's a 35 lap race. To take those tires to the end, it's an ask and a half, guys. It's really, really an ask and a half. As you guys can see here, this is now Leclerc trying to get past a few of the other cars. As you can see, it's just absolute anarchy, because all the leading drivers are trying to get past the midfield runners. But like I said, Hungary is look at side Bottas and one of the Williams cars. There's a massive kerfuffle there between them. But like I said, guys, Hungary, it is a pain in the rear to try and overtake here. You really have to be brave and have to have the perfect run out of corners, because the straights are short, and it's all about tire advantage. If you don't have a tire advantage, overtaking here is a real pain. You guys can see here, obviously this was not contested by myself. I let Hamilton pass me because we are it's a back mark, well, finally a midfield runner versus a back mark versus a front runner on 2 completely different strategies, 2 completely different tires. So, it was just smarter of me to let Hamilton go. Here comes Vettel on the Williams of Russell. My teammate is behind him, followed by the Red Bull of Verstappen. We now rewind a little bit back onto Bottas's POV, who's trying to get past the second Williams of Latifi. As here we go onto the main straight, you guys can see tyre advantage, quicker corner exit, DRS. If you are caught in a DRS train, guys, you are not going anywhere. You are sitting there. I don't care if you're a player or a computer or an AI, player or AI, you are stuck. It is really, really a pain to overtake here around Hungary. Now we head on board here with Leclerc or Vettel, because this Ferrari is stuck behind the junior Alfa Romeo team. That is Leclerc trying to get past the Alfa Romeo of Antonio Giovinazzi. Here we go, both Ferrari powered cars. Leclerc up the inside of Gio, and that is Leclerc up another position, trying to latch on now onto that next little group ahead, which I think is Ocon, somebody in between, and the racing point of Stroll. Now let's quickly run through the top 10, guys. Hamilton is leading the way a solid amount of the way, guys. After he overtook me, he just flew away, not bolted. He freaking took off. He was gone. Then it's myself in P2, still having to make a pit stop, remember, so don't get too excited with the P2. Then you've got Ocon in P3. Then you've got Gasly, or is it Kvyat? I'm not sure if it's Gasly or Kvyat, guys, but I think it's Kvyat P4, Stroll P5, Leclerc P6. Then you've got the two Alfa Romeos, P7 and P8, if I'm not mistaken. And then P9, it is actually Kevin Magnussen. And then P10, it is the Renault of Ricciardo. So you guys can see, or is that Grosjean? No, that's Magnussen. That's the horse of Magnussen. So where has Grosjean gone? So Stroll is the first of the cars to start the race on the medium tires. So guys, you can basically look at it the same as my strategy. It's just they started on the middle compound. They are going to go mediums to hard. I'm doing hard to medium. So it's basically the two strategies are just swapped around. But this is now Stroll going onto his set of hard tires. You guys can see now. So the problem is now, for all the front runners doing a one-stop, you are not going to gain positions because you are going to be on the same tire. Yes, your tire is going to be much newer, but because you're a midfield car, you will not be able to catch the front-running cars because they are still too quick. So that is why I went for the hards to mediums, so that I actually had the pace at the end of the race on the front-running cars, because I was going to have a tire and a massive grip advantage due to them having either old mediums or old hard tires, especially those one-stoppers, guys. The leading cars who are one-stopping, they are going to have a lot of trouble at the end of the race. And as you guys can see, it's not lap 20, it's lap 19, but I just couldn't take these hard tires a lap longer. And as I actually saw on the first stint with the other midfield cars, the mediums can go the way on heavy fuel, and we are now on lighter fuel thanks to burning off a lot of the fuel in this first stint. Guys, most of the stint was kept in lean and standard. I barely pushed any. What a stop from the boys!
Exit now.
1.8 seconds, you freaking animals. Well done.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
So you guys can see, it's the start of lap 20. So I already came in one lap too early according to the strategy. But guys, we are out in P5.
Gap to car in front is 3.0 seconds. Our gap behind is 1.6 seconds.
Okay, Jeff, you're done now? Good. Guys, now I'm going to show you guys what the difference is around Hungary when you have a tire advantage. Let's go on board for one lap here around Hungary. And as you guys can see, I am pushing. It is a rich mixture, and I'm going to use my overtake button. So we just keep an eye on this lap while I'm talking. It's lap 21, so these tires are still new. They're only 2 laps old. And we find ourselves in P4 after, I think, Vettel pits again. So he is behind a lot of these back markers. So guys, we are in a solid P4. We are not going to touch Hamilton. He's pitting now, I think. Yeah, he's pitting now. So he's going to strap on a set of second mediums and just run away from Charles Leclerc. We are now quicker, as you guys are going to see at the end of this lap, than Leclerc and Verstappen. Will we catch them? I highly doubt it. They are still leading cars. We go purple middle sector, as you guys can see. Obviously, Hamilton is going to get the fastest lap, guys, because, I mean, he's doing a 2-stop in a Mercedes. But this is just to show you guys the pace. Look at the gap at when you compare it to Verstappen. I keep taking our time out of Verstappen. So you guys can see these mediums, fresh mediums against old hards. Even on a
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Thank you, Jeff. Even on a low-tier midfield car, it's quicker than the front runners. And you guys can see this is just me showing the pit stop of Lewis Hamilton. There's no point in me not showing the pit stop. Yeah, Hamilton just strapped on a second set of mediums. Nothing too fancy. And yeah, he is gonna gonna come out ahead of Leclerc. That's the sad news. Where is Charles? As you guys can see, I think you guys saw on the minimap. There's Leclerc, only going through the penultimate hairpin now, into the final one now. And Hungary isn't a long pit lane, so yeah. Hamilton has got this race solidly in the bag, and he actually went on to hards. Why, Hamilton? Why? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Or is Mercedes stupid? It's one of the two. It's either you, Mercedes, or both. It's one of these three. In any case, guys, Hamilton leading the way from Leclerc in P2. Then you've got, I think it's still Verstappen in P3. Yeah, it is Verstappen in P3 because that's the guy I was chasing. Verstappen is in P3. We find ourselves in P4 after my brilliance with this hard to medium strategy has worked out again. We are stuck in, well, not stuck, we are celebrating already in P4, running away from the second Red Bull, Albon in P5. Then you've got Stroll P6, Sainz is in P7, oh no, that's Perez P6, Sainz P7. Then you've got Ocon P8, Stroll P9, and is it Danny Kvyat or Pierre Gasly in P10? I really want to know. Come on, can I just please see the number on the car? Why are the AlphaTauri so hard to make out? It's Kvyat in P10, guys, for AlphaTauri. You guys can see this is now Sebastian Vettel fighting for not even points. This is for P11 versus I think this is Raikkonen, if I'm not mistaken. It is Raikkonen around. Oh! Holy moly! How did Vettel not go round there? Well, car control fantastic there from Sebastian, my career mode teammate, not the career mode teammate. Next lap, Vettel, I'm sure is going to be a little bit cheesed off at his former Ferrari teammate Kimi Raikkonen. The number 5 and the number 7 go side by side, but Vettel is going to go right around the outside. He's got DRS assistance, and that is Vettel now up into P11. Let's hope he can catch this front running, that little train there, guys, to get himself up into the points. We go back to the POV of Valtteri Bottas, who has been nowhere in this Grand Prix, and he has done the same as Hamilton, soft, medium, hards for a pit strategy, which is stupid. It should be soft, mediums. If you go for the 2-stop, at least go for the quickest one possible, because the hards are, guys, they're a good tire. Unlike other tracks, the hards can actually be used here to very good extent, but when those first 5 laps and when they drop off, they are still a useless tire. As Bottas is having a blast here with Kevin Magnussen. Wow, that was beautiful racing from both the drivers there. Well done, Bottas and Magnussen, for not colliding with one another there. But guys, I mean, the hards are just not a tire that I drive good on. It's a tire that I'm not fond of. I'd rather do a 2-stop on quicker tires and know that I've got the grip than just, you know, like petting the hard tires all the way around. As we've got an engine failure for Stroll. Red light for Stroll, red light for Stroll. That is such sad news. He was in a solid points paying position. And guys, that'll guarantee Sebastian Vettel at least 1 point in this Hungarian Grand Prix. We now jump on board with Valtteri Bottas, who is fighting for P13 with Mr. Ricciardo here. Yeah, P13. That is how bad it's going for Valtteri Bottas. He gets, a little bit of a lockup into the first corner, but he gets past Daniel Ricciardo. And now we start the final lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix, which has been dominated by this man, Lewis Hamilton, in the Black Panther Mercedes. Just, that's a sexy car. It is so sexy. It is so sexy. I cannot stop looking. Charles Leclerc's got to come over for a solid P2, guys. It's not yet the final lap. It's the start of the final lap. Verstappen is in P3, guys. And guys, like I said, I tried to catch him. I just don't have the car underneath me. The Red Bull is a very consistent car. So Verstappen will take a solid P3. I'm going to come home in P4. I think I'm about 8 seconds down the road from Max. But we're going to take P4. So it's not a podium, but it's a top 5. I mean, oh my goodness, how are we doing this? Albon will be in P5 as things stand now, with Perez P6, the only racing point left in this GP, with Sainz in P7, who has fallen away from that little group, but still well done to McLaren. Ocon P8, Kvyat P9, defending from Vettel in P10. Poor Vettel and Bottas. Guys, Vettel and Bottas have not had a good race. Like, seriously, it's gone really, really bad. The 2-stop is only quicker than the 1-stop if you've got clean air in your middle stint. But Hamilton rounds the final corner to take the win here at the Hungararing for the Hungarian GP. GG's Lewis Hamilton. Leclerc's going to come home in P2 a fair bit back. I think the gap from first to second was something like 16 seconds, guys. You guys can double check that at the end of the race. But it is Charles Leclerc, P2 for Ferrari. Still solid points for the team at Maranello. Then you've got Verstappen, also a very good race with a fantastic start, guys. He had a good start with the door being left open on the outside. Verstappen takes the final podium position. But guys, the team of the hour, the team that did it, we take P4 here in Hungary.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Let's see how the driver standings have changed. That lead at the top of the table has shrunk somewhat today. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Parker. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You were cutting your way through the field during the race. You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you? Was today a good day for you? What was the secret ingredient for your performance today? Great. Well, that's everything.
Guys, what a Hungarian Grand Prix. Oh my goodness. P4 of the starting P12, was it? I think there was a penalty behind us. Yeah, Gasly had a penalty who was behind us, if I'm not mistaken. And P4. I know I've won a race this season and I've been on the podium before, but this P4, guys, when you have a drive like that where your strategy is that it looks like it can do nothing but fail, and then it works out perfectly, is one of the most satisfying feelings there is in racing. I'm just saying. Guys, before we go into anything else, please, I want to remind you guys, second channel starting soon. And I repeat, it's not going to be about racing. So you guys are going to have much more chilled, not as serious content as usual. And guys, like I said, me and It's Assassins are looking so forward to this. We are literally on the point of jumping out of our shoes. We are so excited. I don't know about him exactly, but I can realize he's excited. But I myself, I literally want to climb the walls out due to excitement. So please, link to the channel will be in the description down below. I remind you guys, as well as the social medias, links to the social medias as well. I do repeat, no content on the social medias or on the channel just yet, but the channel will be active before the end of next week. Guys, I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. Please go into the description down below, follow the links, and let's see you guys there. I want to see you guys, all of you guys there. And with the first videos, I need you guys to tell me, hey, I'm from Turbo Fox Races. Howdy guys, excited, something like that. I would really like just to see you guys in the comments. It's gonna mean a lot to me. It really shows that you guys do support me as a content creator. But guys, that has been this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Please, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done it yet, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe down below. Don't forget to ding that bell to never miss a future epic episode here on Turbo Fox Races, as well as streams. Guys, please follow me on social media. Links are in the description down below. Share this video with your friends. Tag me in the post or the story, and I will give you a shout out on social media as well as here on YouTube. Guys, finally, the smallest thing, it's only going to take you a nifty 2 seconds. Please drop a like down below on the video. It helps a young creator like myself out a massive amount. So please drop a like down below on the video. It's only going to take you 2 seconds. And from my side, I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Guys, crazy times here in the world of Turbo Fox Racers and myself as a content creator. SLR Turbo, new channel coming soon, F1 2020, other games, everything is just crazy this year. It's gonna be epic. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying till the end, and I'll see y'all next time. Cheers!